Okay, so what I've done is open your Park Final. Now, it was really small, so I made it a little bit bigger. It's still not super huge, and you can see how it's kind of like fuzzy in here. Oh, never mind. So it's kind of fuzzy in here, right? So not super sharp. Um, but then we're gonna go, I've also opened this, right, which is your um, chair. And this is your layer with the chair. So I should be able to select the chair, copy it, and it still's a ping file because it's transparent. And I'm just going to plop that right in here. Now, you have some options. If we put one here, let's say, maybe we're like super close to this one, so maybe it's like big. And then maybe we're going to copy and paste. We're going to apply, copy and paste. And maybe you have another one that is a little bit further away down here. Maybe there's a whole line of these things, and maybe it's like further back. You can also have them like, this one's over, but we can have them behind, right? So you could be like, and there's another one. You can kind of see how they might be lining up down here. We can do that, copy and paste another one. Maybe we've got one over here, and then this one would be even smaller because it's kind of back over on this area. Um, and you could have them placed at different angles if you bring in different ping files from Fusion at different angles, right? They don't all have to be the same. This sort of just gets you started. Now, the other thing about this is you're like, okay, it's there, but it doesn't really look like it's there. If we add over here, you can see in the layers panel, right? Between the background that is the photo and the layers that have the pictures, the chairs in them, we're going to add a new layer here, and this is going to be our shadow layer. So your shadow layer, super easy. We're going to go over to your paintbrush and black and just make it black, right? So we're going to add, oh, and you can see how that's a harsh edge. We want a nice, soft, fuzzy edge. Thank you very much. And we're going to like pretend like there's a shadow. And depending on which direction your light's coming from, I think in the picture, it looks like the sunlight's maybe coming from over on the right-hand side. So maybe we would have it's kind of hitting the back side of that thing, and maybe it's casting a shadow this way, right? I know this looks really dark, but it'll make sense in a minute. We want to make sure that all of the shadows that we put on our things are about the same. Like they're headed in the same direction, they have about the same angle. Does that kind of make sense? About like that. Now, if that's all on this one, right? They're all together on the same layer. I'm going to take that shadow layer, go up to filter and blur, and we're going to Gaussian blur that a little bit, not that much, so that it looks a little bit more subtle, and it'll be a little bit fuzzier edged, maybe about like that. And then we're going to go up to opacity, and we're going to bring the opacity down so that we can see the grass through there, right? So again, this isn't a brilliant job of shadowing, but it does give you some sense of the light's hitting this lighter area. It's casting a shadow this way. If we were consistent about how big those shadows were or how far up the page they went, that would be great. If you're like, wonderful, but what happens if I just make that shadow a little bit smaller? Like maybe that looks a little more realistic, so it's not quite so fuzzy and it feels like it's sitting more on the grass. Take a little bit from there ish, right? We can do that kind of a thing. If we're erasing, maybe we want a slightly softer edge, so it's kind of, because shadows are usually a little bit blurry, maybe. So anyway, that's the idea. And then there is your chair in the situation that you're hoping for. You could also, here's another option. Actually, never mind. If you're going to do different angles, go back and get the picture in the different angles, right? Because if I just flip this chair, because we always have the, edit, transform, flip horizontal. We can have it going the other way, but then the angle's weird and the light is coming from the wrong direction on the light source in the photo. So maybe don't do that quite so much, but flip it around in your Fusion render and make the lighting also change so that the lighting's always maybe coming from that top right-hand corner. So hopefully that makes sense. If you want to download Photoshop and install it, then you can do this on your own. Otherwise, you can do this. Actually, that would be best. And then if not, we will figure something out together. Yes, either after school tomorrow or tomorrow during you're free tomorrow, which I think you're going to. I will see you over in the CAD building. So good luck. This will be awesome.